Hello, friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks. And today I'm going to talk about Narayan Hrudalaya, whether it is a buy at current levels or an avoid. So let's understand that. Let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position into any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research. And I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about Narayan Hirdale has a small request that kindly support me on Patreon. Once you do that, it will help me grow the channel. It will help you also ask me questions on a daily basis. Once you get the $10 membership, you will have access to my portfolio, my watch list, a number of podcasts, and a number of articles that I put up on markets and stocks. If you want detailed analysis about companies and stocks, you can directly email me also, and we can work things out. Now about Narayan Hridalaya, established in 2000, they provide medical and hospital services all across India. Uh, it is one of the rising hospital brand, over 5,000 beds across most parts of India that they are currently working in. They also provide diagnostics and daycare services to the, you can say, the people who visit the hospital. The market cap of the company is around 5,500 crores. If you look at the financial, and these are Q3 numbers, not Q4, but Q3 numbers, and sales have been down by around 3%. Profit went down by around 66%. There's a very high interest cost, and this is what I do not like about companies which are in the consumer domain, that the interest cost and debt should be low. So here the debt is extremely high, and probably that's why the return ratios are so low. So return on equity is only 5.5%. Operating profit margin is around 13%. So if you look at the performance of the stock, there's no returns in the last 5 years since its inception. So really, Narayan Hridalaya has not done that great, and other hospital companies has done much better than what Narayan has done. Have declined 40% from the Feb 2020 highs, and have been an underperformer even from there. So yes, the recovery has taken place, but there are other stocks in other domains which have recovered smartly and gone to new highs as well. Results have remained subdued, and you have looked at the return ratios and the profitability. It has been just nothing great to write home about. High promoter and institutional holding is pretty good, and high cost of borrowing is the one that is hurting the company big time. So operationally, they might end up doing well, but eventually, interest burden is really hurting the company, and finally, the PAT numbers are not quite at the same level as they have been before. The current scenario in the hospitals is also not that great. So you have heavy burden on hospitals with respect to patients coming in for one treatment, and other patients are being ignored for other treatments, and hospitals are not able to make a lot of money out of it because there have been caps by the central government, and rightly so, on a number of things in hospital with respect to the treatment for the pandemic that is currently going on. And hospital staff and hospital has to work hard to spend time over it, and give time to patients of that sort, and others have to be ignored in that manner. And so the profitability factor, or that punch that hospital would require to continue functioning, is not quite coming in. Benefits of testing and treatment are dwindling as government caps the prices. So it has been going on for the last 2-3 months at least, and it may continue throughout the year. And that is why I believe that now investing in such sector or companies is not that easy, that you invest and you will make money. You have to get the company right, the script right with respect to profitability, with respect to lower debt and better balance sheet, etc. And only then probably you will end up making money. So keep that in mind. Numbers will remain subdued because there is no hope of getting more traction in terms of revenue going forward, at least for the next 2 quarters, with the capping of prices. So you have to take that into consideration before getting into such a stocks. Things to become better once scenario normalize. So better for these sort of industry or companies where you can say normalization of industries and normalization of economy kicks in, and everything works works as normal as before, only then you would say improvement, you would see improvement in the numbers. Otherwise, this may just continue whatever that has been happening. In terms of the technical, strong support is around the 220 levels. Short-term support is around 255. It is not very strong on long-term charts, so you have to take that into consideration. Breakout is only expected above 315, 320, and it is moving in a range. So low return ratios moving in a range. Not many people are interested into buying into such stocks. One has to be careful buying into it because you could be in doldrums for a number of weeks or months, and probably get into stocks which are becoming either rising sector or the large caps which are becoming even larger or gigantic. So take that into consideration, the work from home stocks or other stocks of the same fraternity. So what needs to be done? I would say avoid as a investment. It can be a trading buy, so you can take your pick with respect to if you can analyze the numbers, etc. You can take it as a trading position, etc. Uh, Other hospital companies are better, but I would suggest get into other consumption companies. Those consumption companies would be better than buying into diagnostic hospitals. At the moment, stocks have run up a lot. Look for simpler businesses, as I explained, in which there is a simple case of how much sales is coming in and how much profitability there will be, and have less than 5% exposure to any stock which has a lower market cap in that respect. So this was a video on Narayan Hridayalaya. Please like and subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that you can get my videos straight away when I post it. Thanks a lot for watching.